Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Osmosis Gaming channel. It's the OG once again, and today I want to talk about WWE. Now, if you missed my last video, I had mentioned that I would upload some TitanFall gameplay, so here it is. I will give my thoughts and impressions on this part 1 of the pre-alpha testing at the end of the video, but I also mentioned in my past video that I was gonna go see Monday Night Raw the day after SummerSlam, so I went. It was pretty awesome. I enjoyed myself. I had ringside seats, so that was the first for me. This is my third time going, but that was the first for me. So I was very excited. So I never really do anything like this before. This is the first time I'm gonna sit there and make a commentary about Raw or anything wrestling related. So this should be interesting. So any wrestling fans out there, hope you guys enjoy this. I've been a wrestling fan for God knows how long. But first off, I want to talk about Finn Balor and how unfortunate that injury was. Like, Seth Rollins just keeps injuring people left and right. He injured Finn, John Cena, basically retired Sting. He injured himself. It's like, I don't know what's going on with the dude, but it's really unfortunate for Finn Balor. I was really cheering for. I wanted him to win the title. He did win the title, so that's a plus. It's just very unfortunate. Just a month in on being on the main roster, he wins his title on his first main event pay-per-view, and he has to relinquish the title because of the shoulder injury. So that's very unfortunate. That really had me upset. I was really hoping for the new champion, but anyway. Him relinquishing the title so fast, though, was kind of a shocker to me, because we've had champions injured before that would be out for an X amount of time, and they wouldn't have to vacate or relinquish their title. So that kind of came as a surprise to me that they would want to do that. So it is what it is. Next week we'll have a brand new champion. So those matches, those singles matches to determine the Fatal 4-Way for next week, to determine the new champion, those were some pretty awesome matches, and I enjoyed all of them actually, especially the Roman Reigns and Chris Jericho match. I thought that was a very well put match between the two, and even though people really hate Roman Reigns, I'm not one of the people that hate Roman Reigns. If you don't agree, I'm sorry, but I'm not one of those people. But anyway, I like Roman Reigns. It was a good show, but now that Fatal 4-Way, and it's very interesting. So we have Kevin Owens, we have Roman Reigns, Big Cass, and Seth Rollins. How could I forget Seth Rollins? I was just talking about Seth Rollins. But that's our Fatal 4-Way. Now, I honestly don't know who should win. Like, every person in there should be champion. 2 out of the 4 men have already been champions, so that's that. Big Cass never been champion. Kevin Owens is well overdue to be champion. But I think the direction they'll head with is giving the title back to Seth Rollins is what I think that they're going to do. Simply because that'll prolong the rivalry between him and Finn Balor. And it'll make a great match, comeback match I should say, for Finn Balor whenever he does return. Which he should be out for about 6 months. But that'll be good for Finn Balor. Maybe he'll come back, debut back at, I would say, hopefully around Royal Rumble. Maybe win the Royal Rumble, even though he has, I guess he has a rematch clause. He never really lost the title, so he has an automatic rematch, I should say. But I'm thinking, this is a thought, which would be awesome, is have him come back, Royal Rumble, last man, 30th man, win the Royal Rumble, and main event WrestleMania against Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship, which would be fine. I would pay to see that. That would be a great match. They're gonna put on a great show for us if that happens. But that's all if Seth Rollins wins the title next week. Now, Big Cass, now him and Enzo are like on the hype train. They're on top. Like, they just get a pop left and right. And I love the pop these guys get. These guys are awesome. Now, I could see him as champion. I don't see him being a champion would split. I don't see why him being champion would split up him and Enzo, but it could happen. It's happened before, so not with them, but in the past, WWE has done that. So maybe he can win the championship. Enzo will be his hype man, like he's always the hype man anyway. So that will be fun to see. Now Roman Reigns, I'm gonna talk about Roman Reigns now because a lot of people don't like Roman Reigns. They don't want him to be champion again. WWE, you took him down to kind of mid-card, and now you just put him back up again to like the main card. So I don't know what direction you guys are really going. It's kind of confusing, but either way, he wasn't that bad of a champion. Like I said, I don't hate the guy. I don't get why people don't like the guy. I guess he doesn't wrestle, but I don't know. But anyway, that's besides the point. I don't think Roman Reigns should have the title as of right now, just because his first title reign was kind of like a flop. Not really his fault, but just the way they booked him, that was kind of a flop. Now Kevin Owens, like I said, Kevin Owens is well overdue for a title reign. Like, he came up from NXT and he had this big push. Excuse me. And his IC title reigns were okay. I guess his first one and second one were okay, but it's just the IC title. It's not that pristine anymore. So I really think he should win the Universal Championship. But like I said, it will make much more sense if Seth Rollins won it opposed to anybody else, just to keep that rivalry between him and Finn Balor going while Finn Balor is still out. So, you know, Seth Rollins is like the top heel right now. Him and Kevin Owens are like the top heels right now. And besides, having Kevin Owens win, and that would kind of set up like somewhat of a beef between him and Chris Jericho. And I don't think WWE wants to do that right now, since those two are getting big pops right now, being with each other and teaming up. So I think Seth Rollins will be the best option right now. So like I said, they can culminate that at WrestleMania if they want to. I don't think Payback should be like the pay-per-view for that. I think they'll have a much better show at WrestleMania with Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. But that's my opinion. I don't know what you guys think. You guys let me know. That's what I think WWE and Monday Night Raw is going to go post WrestleMania. Backlash is, I would say, a few weeks away, so I don't think they're going to do anything too spectacular. Now, with the women's title and Bayley's debut was pretty awesome. I was there live, so that was pretty awesome. It was pretty fun to be in a crowd and watch her live get that big pop. I know she's popping from NXT, and she got that real huge pop from the Raw crowd that night. So it was pretty awesome. I got to see that. The first debut I ever seen, I guess. Yeah, I think it's the first one I've seen ever. Live, at least. But her challenging Charlotte for the women's title while Sasha Bank is out with her back injury, I think that's the best move, because there's no one on the roster right now, on Raw at least, that would kind of give Charlotte a challenge. So I think Bayley is the best option right now. So I'll wait and see how they decide to book that. Hopefully they don't mess it up, but we'll have to wait and see. Now I want to talk about those new titles SmackDown revealed yesterday. Was it yesterday? I believe it was yesterday. Today's Wednesday. Yeah, yesterday. So if you're watching this, it is Wednesday. If you're not watching this, it was Wednesday. If you're not watching this on Wednesday, I should say it was Wednesday. But anyway, on SmackDown Live, they announced, well, they revealed the new tag titles, new women's title for SmackDown. Now, I personally like the women's title. The women's title on SmackDown and Raw are the best looking titles right now. Hands down, the best looking titles right now. The Universal Championship, I don't really like that much. It's okay, but I don't really like it that much. And those new tag titles, they'll probably grow on me. It's okay. The little dark blue is okay. But I'm just not digging it. But that's just me. I don't know what you guys think. I see a lot of people online and social media like it or bash it, but that's just me. And the ironic thing about that, I was with my friend earlier yesterday morning, and we were just literally talking about how they need to add a women's title and tag titles to SmackDown, because there's tag champions on Raw and there's a women's champion on Raw already. So later on that day on Twitter, I saw Daniel Bryan tweet that, or WWE retweeted or something. But which I found it pretty funny, so I sent them the screenshot of that, so we both laughed our asses off. But I know you're watching. I know you're watching. But anyway, who I think should win the women's title in SmackDown should be Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is another person, another female wrestler who's also, like, just like Kevin Owens, is well overdue for a title reign. Now they push up Becky Lynch and then they just knock her right back down, just to give everybody else like kind of the light. And now we got some new heels. Nikki Bella is back. I don't really think Nikki Bella should win it. Natalya shouldn't win it either. I don't know. I think the best option for SmackDown and to have the first ever women's SmackDown Women's Champion should be Becky Lynch. And I think that's that. Let me know what you guys think. See if you guys agree. Now, who I think should win the tag titles should be what's the, I just knew that Alpha. Those Alpha guys. I forgot their fucking name. I apologize for any of those Alpha fans, but those guys, they got huge pops in NXT, and now they're getting huge pop now. So I really think they should be the first SmackDown Tag Champions. We have the Usos who won their match against the Ascension. We all know the Ascension is not getting a push anytime soon. That was just a big flop. They're just there as jobbers at this point. The Usos, they've been tag champions for the longest, a couple years ago, so that's well overdue. I think the new champion should be those Alpha guys. Once again, forgive me for not getting it right. I just had it in the back, I just can't get it right now. But anyway, just bear with me. But that's who I think should win those titles, and that would be the best option. That's where SmackDown and Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon, WWE in general, that's where they should go with Raw and SmackDown now post SummerSlam, and basically heading to the road to WrestleMania, even though it doesn't officially begin until the Royal Rumble. But those are my thoughts about that. So now let's go to what I think about TitanFall, because we all watched some TitanFall gameplay. And now I am playing this on the PlayStation 4. And I played TitanFall 1 on the Xbox One, because I had an Xbox One solely that when the game came out. And it was really, really fun. It was something different, something exciting. So I enjoyed the hell out of that game. I played the shit out of it until it got boring, I should say, because it died out as fast as it got popular. But it was a fun game to play. Even if you go back to play now, it's still a fun game to play. Now with TitanFall 2, I played on the PS4 just to get the feel of it, just to see what was new. I played on the Xbox already, so I didn't want to go back and play it on the Xbox One. But so I played it on the PS4 to see like how the connection works and all that. But it runs smooth. I think it runs smoother than the original TitanFall. I just wish we had the little TitanFall call-in like from the first TitanFall, which was, I think that one's cooler than what we get now. But anyway, it's whatever. Hopefully there's an option later on when the full game comes out where we can change that. But the only real problem I had with this beta so far, the only problem I have with TitanFall right now is not much really. I only had issues finding them. I think it was Saturday night. I believe it was Saturday night or Sunday night. I was trying to play, and I was like sitting there for about half an hour, and I couldn't get a match. So that was like my only problem with it. And then, other than really dying because you suck at the game, that shouldn't really be a problem. That's like a player's problem. But that's about it. That's the only real problem I had. It looks great. A lot of people are comparing it to Advanced Warfare, especially when it comes to pilot versus pilot, which is okay. Like, not a lot of people are good with their with the Titans, so just to give them a pilot versus pilot kind of like straight up team deathmatch kind of like feel to it, I think it's okay. I think it's okay for those people. I would still much rather play Attrition, which is the original, I guess, team deathmatch of TitanFall. So you fight with pilots, specters, grunts, and Titans. So you're just killing everything in sight. It's all chaotic and shit. So I think that's really fun. Pilot versus pilot, I enjoyed. I played the hell out of that game mode. And I also played Amped hard point, which is their version of domination. But the amp version, you have to, once you capture the hard point, you have to amp it in order to get double points. So that works. That's pretty awesome. I enjoyed that. Now I enjoyed this bounty game mode a lot. Like, it was pretty exciting. It lasts as long. It's like a 20-minute match. So you're playing for a long time in one match alone. So I think it's good if you have the patience for it, if you're up for that kind of like gameplay, if you're up for playing a match for that long, because most people who play this game or play Call of Duty, we're only playing matches for about 8 to 10 minutes. So that's double the time of that. But overall, I think it's fine. I think a lot of people will enjoy it. I'm glad PlayStation 4 users are finally able to get in on this, because they weren't able to get on it a couple years ago when it first came out. So to broaden the audience a little bit is always a good thing. So I think that's fine. Now this weekend it'll be part 2 of the pre-alpha testing. I believe they're adding 2 new game modes, 2 new maps, and 2 new Titans. I could be wrong, but I think that's what they're doing. But I will try to get gameplay of those new game modes when the beta goes live. I'm moving this weekend, so I'll try my best to get that for you guys, and I'll get it up by, if I can't get it up Monday, I'll get it in Tuesday. So just bear with me, guys. And I think that's that. I'm gonna end the video right there. So let me know what you guys think of this commentary. It was something different. I had something to talk about, so I had an event, so I decided, why not talk about it? Do something different here on the Osmosis Gaming channel. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you thumbs up and you share the video to your friends. If you're a wrestling fan and you saw SummerSlam, SmackDown, Raw this past week, let me know in the comments below what you think is going to happen, or what direction you think Raw and SmackDown are going to head now post SummerSlam, heading into WrestleMania. Now I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing to all my subscribers. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You'll become an OG and a member of the Osmosis Gaming channel. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter. I'll leave links in the description and all that. Follow me on Instagram and all that good stuff. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. I live stream once in a while. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.